Hi, Democrats. Today is Thursday, February 11th, and it's time for my daily live. Well, I've spent another half day with Democratic chairs from all over the nation, learning from them, getting ideas from them that I can't wait to share with you. But in the meantime, let's talk about Oklahoma. So I'm going to say it every day until, I don't know, I'm just going to say it every day. If you haven't requested your absentee ballot for the rest of the year, it's not too late. Please go out to the Oklahoma State Election Board voter portal. It's right there on the middle. They've revamped the page, and request your absentee ballots for the rest of the year. I look outside and see that the snow is coming down heavily, and I know that folks who voted absentee for the election on Tuesday were so grateful that they didn't have to get out on Tuesday. So request your absentee ballot for the rest of the year. It gives you a heads up when the election is, in case you forget, or in case your week gets busy and you forget that it's a Tuesday. So request your ballot. Just makes everything easier. Speaking on making everything easier and the weather, if you have, for the next couple of days, if you have a vaccine scheduled and you think you're not going to be able to make it because of the weather, because of travel, whatever, please be sure and reach out to the facility that you're scheduled at and cancel it so that they can put someone else in that slot. Because these vaccines are different from other vaccines. We do not want those vaccines to go wasted. We don't want them thawing out vaccines or whatever it is that they have to do and end up wasting them. So please make sure that you reach out to the facility that you're scheduled at if you're not going to make it, and let them know so that they can call and get somebody else in your slot. We've got a lot more people to get vaccinated, and we need to make it as easy as possible. I'm one of them. Haven't got my vaccine. I'm fiending. I really want my vaccine, and I want it to be there when it's time. So please do that. Take care of your fellow Oklahomans, right? So I am sure that you have been riveted, much in a way that I wish I could be, but I've been tied to Zoom. But I'm sure you've been riveted by the impeachment hearings. It's a lot, right? We all saw the videos piecemeal, all through the first week of January, and it was atrocious and it was awful. Hey, Amber, it was atrocious. It was awful. It was scary. It was depressing. But to watch the videos in chronological order from the different angles, it's unnerving. And it's further unnerving that the man who was president at the time encouraged it, provoked it, escalated it. And now that we have the trial, you know what else is discouraging is that both of our senators have been sending out the clues, sending out the signals without listening to all of the testimony that they're not going to vote to convict, right? We all see what's happening. It's shameful. It's horrible. But how about we just ask them to do their job? And their job is to listen to the testimony and make a decision based on the evidence provided. And to tell us at the beginning that they're not going to vote to convict says that they're not listening to the evidence, which also says that they're not doing their job. So join me in calling their offices and asking them to do their job. Don't annoy me with another conference on families. Don't bother me with another letter to somebody in some region of a town. Just do your freaking job and be an impartial juror. Listen to the testimony. Now, Friday and Saturday, I think, go to the defense. We'll see if they're listening to what I can't even imagine what defense you could have for inciting insurrection, but we'll see. We'll see. I can't make a judgment because I need to listen as well, though I don't get a vote. I need to listen as well, but it was an insurrection. The president did what he did. But let's see what happens. So the impeachment managers that Nancy Pelosi picked showed out. They were incredibly impressive. They were from, it says impeachment managers. They were incredibly impressive. They were from all over the country. Delegate Plaskett from Virgin Islands. I love that she strove to represent all of America, and that they looked like all of America. And then they were just so talented and skilled and made such a compelling argument. And if you can get past the videos and just listen to the words, the words were equally powerful. And they rested their case with a really powerful quote that I'm hoping that will pop up here so I don't have to remember it. And it's not. Okay, there we go. They said that if he's not convicted, he can do this again. The reason that's so powerful is this. President Donald J. Trump was impeached in January of 2020. And when the Senate failed to convict and remove, they said it was because he had learned his lesson. It was because he heard what the people said. He heard the testimony, and he had learned his lesson. Fast forward 12 short months, and he did another, I would argue, a couple more impeachable offenses, but he did more impeachable actions less than a year later. He learned no lesson, or maybe the lesson he learned is that the Senate, those people who are afraid of his supporters, and yes, people who are afraid of his supporters will not convict him. That's a sad lesson. I hope that senators from other states, because ours have proven that they don't really care about the truth or doing their job. I hope that senators from other states do what is necessary, because it's not just about him doing it again, because he might. We'll let the criminal courts deal with that. But it's about future wannabe dictators doing it. If there are no consequences, what's the fear? So I just wanted to end with that. And I know that's a little heavy, but tonight, please support the Young Democrats of Oklahoma. They're doing a rally for a living wage, and their guest speaker is Senator George Young. If you haven't heard, if you're not from Oklahoma City and you haven't heard Senator Young speak, you have missed out. It's worth joining just to hear from him, even if you don't care about raising the minimum wage. And really, who is that? So join YDOK this evening. Go out to the YDOK Facebook page, sign up there. It's at 6:30 this evening. So had interesting exchange with leader of the Democratic House Caucus, Emily Virgin. They are preparing to release the legislative priorities from the Democratic House. And I just want to put out this reminder. It's a shameless plug, but as soon as she does it on the same day that she releases it to the press, she will, and it won't necessarily be on a Monday, she will be joining Executive Director Scott Hamilton on a special edition of the Hamilton Report to lay it out for us. So be on the lookout for that. As soon as we know, we'll publicize it all over the place. We don't want you guys to miss it. You guys have a great one, and I'll be back tomorrow at 4:15. Take care.